Welcome to this week's look at the state of the New York City real estate market. We're going to take a look at Manhattan and Brooklyn. We're also going to take a look at the luxury market, meaning properties that are priced at $4 million and above. I'm Julianne Bond, and I'm a residential real estate broker in New York City, where for over 20 years, I have helped buyers and sellers successfully navigate the often turbulent waters of New York City real estate. Each week, I bring you the latest news on the New York City market. I do it to keep you informed, whether you are actively in the market, thinking about entering the market, or maybe you're just curious about what goes on here. So let's take a look at the Manhattan luxury market for the week of September 13th to the 19th. There were 38 contracts signed. This is the first time in 5 weeks that we have reached that benchmark of 30 plus contracts signed in a week. All the more impressive because this last week it was Yom Kippur, which is the holiest of holy days in the Jewish religion. So pretty impressive that we saw that kind of contract activity in the luxury market. So condos outsold co-ops 31-3, and 4 townhouses were in this mix. So let's take a look at the number one contract signed. It was Penthouse 74 at 53 West 53rd Street. It was asking over $35 million. It was reduced from original asking price of almost $39 million when it was listed in July of 2015. And it was marketed then off of floor plans because it's new development. Now it's completed, and the condo occupies the entire 74th floor with 4,928 square feet, including 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, a 22 by 39 great room with 11-foot ceilings and windows on 3 sides showcase the spectacular Central Park and the Hudson and East River views. So really stunning views from this apartment. 53 West 53rd Street was designed by Pritzker Prize-winning architect Jean Nouvel, and the amenities for this building include a concierge, a fitness center, 65-foot lap pool, golf simulator, wine room, library, theater, storage, and children's playroom. The number 2 contract that was signed this week was Penthouse E at 601 Washington Street. It was asking almost $32 million, $31.395 million. Penthouse W, by the way, in the same building, took this number 1 slot in the week of September 6th to 12th. So you might remember my reporting on that. And I think it seems that Penthouse E benefited from that spillover traffic. The buyers are from Australia. They purchased this quadruplex condo. It features 7,475 square feet, including 6 bedrooms, 2 great rooms, and 2 powder rooms, plus 2 landscape terraces and a balcony that totals 1,693 square feet. The lower level has 4 bedrooms and a great room with a balcony, and the middle floor has a large kitchen and great room wrapped by a terrace. Stunning. Upstairs is a master suite, and the top floor houses another living room, a bedroom, and terrace. The 4 floors are serviced by a private elevator. Amenities in this new 9-story condo, designed by BKSK Architects, include a concierge, fitness room, a rooftop terrace, and storage. So those are the 2 top contracts that were signed over $4 million in Manhattan last week. So let's talk about the weekly supply for the Manhattan market. 555 properties came on the market this last week. That is down about 22%, but it's still kind of on balance. It's up. We would expect to see it come up, right? It's Labor Day and past Labor Day. And so we always see a slight surge after that. The pending contracts, 221. Wow. It's down a little bit, about 2% from last week, but my goodness, that is still very impressive, especially given that September is kind of historically our weakest month for pending contracts. So we are seeing a kind of a slight surge, which is a good thing for buyers, but we better continue to see more properties coming on the market so we can keep up with the demand. I also want to talk a little bit about, I've shared some charts with you because these are really interesting numbers. So let's take a look, like where are we now? Where is Manhattan now? A kind of a year-over-year look at Manhattan's supply. So if you look at where we're at for September 2021, the supply is 6,074. Historically, if you kind of go back to 2011, you can see from the chart, we're kind of in this, historically speaking, middle ground. We are, again, it's hard to say exactly where this is going to go, but it's very respectable. And if you look at the pending sales, which is another chart that I've shared with you, my goodness, look at how totally out of whack this is. 4,747 pending sales in September, meaning kind of year to year, right? Year over year. So if you look at just the year over year look at the pending sales, and you see this very high number comparatively, you'd kind of have to go back to, it kind of harkens back to the 2013, 2014. We might call those the golden years of New York City real estate. This is really an interesting market, and it's definitely shaping up to be a very interesting market. The final thing that I just want to share with you is the year-over-year look at the resale condo price per square foot. So if you look at that 1369 comparatively, we are back to what I've been saying, right? Which is 2019 prices. The COVID discount is over. That ship has sailed, or that train has left the station. We're now really kind of going strong. There's a lot of indicators that would suggest the prices are going to continue to go up. So we've made up that lost ground. But sellers should be very, very careful. You don't want to price as if this is, again, talking about the golden years, 2015, 16, 17 prices. We do not price like that because you very likely will not get those prices. But if you price right around where the prices were in 2019, you should do just fine. So, this is interesting. This is real-time information, and it's so valuable for both buyers and sellers to have this. So I'm happy to share it with you. The final piece that I'm going to talk about is the Brooklyn market. So for supply, we had 296. So we're getting some new properties, but it's still down from last week, about 30%. Contract activity also fell a little bit, about 29%. Still 123 contracts signed. Again, hard to say the impact that the Yom Kippur had on what happened this last week in terms of supply, in terms of signed contracts, but I guess we'll just have to see what happens next week. I just want to leave one final thought. In both cases, in both Brooklyn and in Manhattan, this is a market that continues to favor the sellers. If we get a lot more properties on the market, that could shift, of course, but for right now, sellers, if you price it right, you will sell. Definitely have an audience out there across the board. Manhattan, Brooklyn, regular properties, luxury properties. Don't miss this market if you're really serious about selling. And buyers, if you're patient and you are strategic, you will do fine. You just need to be ready to go, very focused, and have your ducks in a row, as they say. Okay, that's it for this week's State of the Market. I will be back next week with another look at what is happening in the New York City real estate market. In the meantime, take care.